A couple of weeks ago today, Verizon was speaking to the considerations of raising prices. Well, dag, man, they just did it. They raised prices and they are joining AT&T in the attempt to, try to reduce their expenditures. What they're trying to do here in this case is they're going to be attacking certain points of presence when it comes to the market where they can raise the pricing with an additional fee. So, uh, awful news to report. I had the same tone when I, kind of announced the news from AT&T. So I'll do the same here because this affects us. This affects the customer. This affects small businesses. This affects, everybody who's a consumer because these carriers follow suit. They follow the leader, tag you're it kind of deal. All right. So, this makes it official. Verizon is going to send out notifications, emails, text messages. They'll probably be sending some, snail mail to certain businesses that are affected by this. But at a time where people are going into the carrier stores asking for how do I save money? How do I reduce my bill cost? Verizon is going to be adding some fees here. So here's how this is going to work. Essentially, the first impacted customers here is going to be small business. These are mid market businesses, global enterprise business customers for now. Now, as I was saying before, this is a tip of the iceberg. All right. This is just them breaking it in, right? They kind of initiated it by saying, "Hey, we're considering raising prices," after kind of AT&T started that. And then AT&T at the earnings conference, at their earnings report or whatever, they said that they were mulling around the concept of maybe raising prices, and they did. Right? They first did it to legacy plans. My expectation is that AT&T will take the price raises to other plans too, and probably in the near term, maybe third quarter, fourth quarter. Nobody's safe. All these carriers are potentially going to raise prices across many plans, across many different platforms of their business. So it's not going to be a direct plan pricing change, right? It's literally going to be an add-on fee at the end of the bill of these affected customers. What's being called an economic adjustment fee. Precisely the wording. I believe it's going to be $2.20 per line. So if you have 10 lines in your account, that is going to be a 10x of $2.20. 98 cents will be added to the tablets, jetpacks, and any other connected device that is not a phone line. This is also going to impact basic phones. This is not just going to impact, say, for example, the smartphones that most of us are using, right? But this is going to be a $2.20 add-on to your bill per line for smartphone and data devices, 98 cents for basic phones, tablets, all of that. And I don't know. I would just say go ahead, and for the rest of us out there that are currently unaffected by this, they're priming us up for additional changes. Expect, I don't know, Q3, Q4, some of this to change. Or maybe they wait longer. Maybe they wait till next year, but they're priming you up. The economic situation we're in now with inflation and all this, it's not really going anywhere, right? This is going to be here for several months. So who knows how this is going to happen? It doesn't affect any of like their services per se. So for example, like business wireline, public sector connectivity. I know they have some services like Blue Jeans, which is like their Zoom type platform. I know they have IoT accounts and devices, and they have some price guarantee things that they have to meet obligations for in certain states and certain guarantees with like regional carriers that are locked in, to get clearance and blessings for those deals. Uh, but this is just the tip of the iceberg. You guys can just, in my estimation, expect something soon in other plans. Expect Verizon to do it. Expect AT&T to do it. Even T-Mobile, even though they basically said to us they were giving people a price lock, right? They said that you're locked in if you got your lines before April 27th. That doesn't mean anything beyond April 27th. So if they do decide to change prices at a later time, so i.e., 1 year from now when the merger has exceeded 3 years, right, as they are obligated to meet that standard according to the DOJ, the Department of Justice, it's fair game. They could raise pricing at that point too. And there's nothing that's going to stop them. Dish is coming in as a new entrant. They can set their pricing. They're going to want to beat their competitors and try to get people to shift over to their service and see if they'll take to them. So they might be a good option for beating prices Now, in terms of this dollar amount, right, $2.20, you'll say that's not a big deal, but it's going to impact a lot of lines if it goes into other plans and if it goes into other types of accounts. And it's just one of those things. I mean, I don't know. What can we do to stop it as the consumer? I'm not going to go outside of Verizon headquarters and draw a picket fence and, protest. It's not like that. But it's the realization that these companies are not going to sit there and eat up the costs that are rising in their estimations, even though they make a ton of money. Very few industries have 300 plus million subscribers that pay their bill monthly at a rate of about an ARPU of anywhere between $45 and $55 a month. Very few businesses have that. American Telco does. The mobile network operators make a ton of money. And I think companies like AT&T and Verizon, they're used to making a lot of money. They don't want to see that change. So if prices are raising at the slightest in any aspect of their business, they want to try to push that cost onto you, the consumer. They're not going to eat it up to be nice guys. They're not in the business of being nice guys. They're in the business of meeting the, very stringent demands of investors, which only care about profitability and only care about revenue growth. It's all about free cash flow. It's all about business growth. None of that involves you as the consumer in terms of you as a beneficiary. In fact, if anything, it hurts you the fact that these companies would make more. And in my estimation, a lot of these companies, Verizon, T-Mobile, AT&T, they do have a lot of fixed costs for things like tower upgrades and all that gear. That's been in place for years, and it's going to be in place for years when inflation will likely have reduced long before that ever comes to fruition. Painful, annoying, frustrating, affecting the consumer 100%. I don't know if this is going to impact many of you out there based on this business model of, hitting the business first. But again, who's to say it won't go to the consumer and the wireline? Frustrating times. I'm sorry to report this to you if it impacts you. Hopefully, you're able to find ways to save a little bit of money. I don't know if this is going to make people want to switch. Maybe it has to hit more scale plans or more scale accounts. We'll see what happens, but it's good to put you in the know. And if you appreciated this, let me know by liking, sharing, and commenting, engaging with the content. We appreciate you guys very much for doing that. Subscribe for more and turn on the bell notifications when I do follow-ups to videos like this. But comment down below what you guys think about what's going on here with this. Thanks for watching. We shall see you all on the next video. Peace.